Hi, everybody. Time for the weekend update. It is July 19th. Hopefully, you guys have had a great week. We've had lots of great stuff going on here at Samson this week and lots more to come next week. So we're going to dive right into the numbers and see what's cooking. Hopefully, if you're watching this actually already, you're watching on Friday, it's not too late. Go to the Cardinal Nest RSVP or just show up tomorrow. We're going to be at Chantilly Bible Church. We're going to be packing 50,000 meals. I'm sure it's later in this update, but I want to say this off the top. If you're watching after Saturday, you missed out. We had a great time, and hopefully we'll catch you at the next one. But if you're watching it Friday as we send it out, get in there. So, weekly market update, weekly market stats. Let's start with our DC metropolitan area. So we're off July 4th now. We have a true week of data. Now, it's going to be a little bit skewed for showings because 17,000 showings is great. It's 6% more than a week ago. But remember, our numbers had dipped a little bit for July 4th week. We're actually 29% less than a year ago at this time. So that's a little bit weird. We're way down on showings this week compared to a year ago. So that's not ideal. But we're way up in active listings. So it's kind of a weird comparison, which leads to a balanced market. So contracts are about the same. You look at new listings, 1,531. We're up 44%. Well, that's because nobody listed July 4th week. So obviously a ton more last week. Compared to a year ago, 12% more listings than a year ago at this time, but 29% less showings. It's an interesting combination, right? If we're looking at real-time data, it's going to show you what you're feeling out there. More listings, a little bit less competition, a lot more balanced market. So good stuff. On the bottom there, you see active listings, 7,366 active listings. That's 32% more than last year at this time. That's a big number, right? That's a third more. That means we're in the $5,000 home range at this point last year. So we've got a lot of competing factors that are leading to a much more balanced market than we're used to. North Central Virginia, 9% less showings than a week ago. That's normal, but let's compare to a year ago. 26% less showings than this point last year. We've got new listings. We have 17% more, 503 listings last week. 17% more than last week. So very similar to what we looked at with DC metropolitan area. 2,300 active listings. That's 21% more things on the market right now than at this point last year. So similar stats on those three key contributors right there. 19% less showings in the Baltimore metropolitan area. 13% more listings. So again, push-pull on both avenues leads to 30% more active listings that are on the market right now than were on the market at this point last year in the Baltimore metro region. Those are big numbers, guys. That's a big market shift. That's not 2, 3, 4%. 30% more active listings. That's a huge number. Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, smaller sample size, but 10% less showings than a year ago at this time. New listings up 14%, so up 28, 29 listings over last year at this same week. And then our active listings, 1,400. That's up 22%. So very similar numbers across the footprint of all these market shares, which shows you that throughout our whole region, similar things. Less showings, more new listings, leads to a lot more stuff on the market, which leads to two things. One, on the listing side, it is more important than ever. You take that listing, make sure it looks good and is priced good, or you will miss. And if you miss, you are setting yourselves up for 30, 60, 90, 120 days of not a very happy life with that seller. On the buyer side, look, you want to be urgent, you want to get in there, but if it's the hot one, you got 4, 5, 6 properties, offers on it, yeah, you got to compete. But you might be able to get your closing costs. You might be the only offer on the property. So it is a lot more balanced market, and that's the message I would get out there is that some properties, they might have a lot of offers, you might have to compete, but if it's more balanced, you might be able to negotiate a little bit more. Might be a little bit of the ways of a few years ago before we had this crazy market. So I like this style of market. And hopefully you're relaying this message out to your buyers and sellers out there so that you're getting the correct, up-to-date message out to everybody out there. So our top performers for last week. First of all, our top 5 performers in individual volume. Some rock stars in here. Dilyara Daminova. DD crushed it last week. Also was in here for a couple meetings this week. Always great to see DD top in the charts. James Nelson, number 2. Bishuddha Dahal, number 3. Cindy Locke, number 4. And Dallas Croft, rounding our top 5. Great job to all 5 of you. Our top 5 individuals for transactions last week. Miss Keysha Washington just crushed it. I think we also announced 5, might have been 5 Cardinal deals for Keysha last month. So great job, Keysha. Keep it up. Dilyara Daminova was our number 1 agent for last month individually in the company, and number 2 this week in transactions, number 1 in volume. Great job, Dilyara. Bishuddha Dahal, great job. Cindy Locke and Dallas Croft rounding out those top 5s. Our top 5 teams for the week in volume. Carolyn Young Homes taking that number 1 spot back. Great job, Carolyn. Fantastic week for you. Jason Shepard at Shepard Homes Group, fantastic, number 2. Much more to come about Jason still in this update. The One Street Company, number 3. One South Realty Group, number 4. And Uncle Casey, the Casey Samson team, number 5. Now it's in volume. 5 tremendous teams right there. Transactions, similar list. We got Shepard Homes, jumps to number 1 in transactions. Carolyn Young, number 2. One South Realty Group, number 3. One Street Company, number 4. And the Redstone Group, number 5. Fantastic teams on both lists. Congratulations to everybody from last week. So, this week, what's been going on here? Wednesday, fantastic. Sales meeting was awesome. We had Jason in there. We had a great ice cream social afterwards, a lot of fun. We had 96 new agents join, bunch of Cardinal deals. We launched our 7-figure Realtor Summit, which is by our class by Jason Shepard. So we launched that with him. You can see us on Zoom there. If you go to the Cardinal Nest right now, I'll talk more about 7-figure in a second. That's the pictures of our ice cream social. So a lot of fun there. Thanks for everybody to come out. Oh, you get me going into the cookies and cream. Good on that one. Chris, shout out to Chris McCullough. She hid the cookies and cream in the freezer till I got there because she knew that was my favorite. So you see me getting a piece of that cookies and cream, but a lot of fun there for everybody. I'd encourage you to come to the sales meetings. It's great to watch online, even better in person. Our August one will be August 21st. TBD whether it's going to be me and Sarah or Sarah and a guest. I may be taking Ava off to tech at that day, but we'll see. But August sales meeting, Wednesday, August 21st. Yesterday, Thursday, we had a commission conversation class. We loved it. Thanks to Richard. We had a great time. Great participation from the crowd. If you haven't watched it yet, go on the Cardinal Nest, watch the class. I think it was great. We gave our top 5s for if you're talking to a buyer, why they need a buyer agent. Our top 5 if you're talking to a seller, why they need to value buyer agents and know that buyer agents are rock stars. So go to the Cardinal Nest now, watch that class. It was really good, and I really am happy with it. And hopefully you can. The idea was I wanted to help you create some pillars so that when you had these conversations, you had your 2, 3, 4, 5 points ready to rock and roll, and you give that 2 or 3 minute elevator speech and let that buyer know why you're valuable. Let that seller know why buyer agents are valuable, and they want them in on that transaction. So awesome stuff. The sales meeting, we launched the 7-figure Realtor. Really excited about this. Jason's done a tremendous job building out this class. Jason joined us. He was doing $6 million a year. His team now is doing $250 million a year, on pace for even more than that this year. Tremendous Realtor, tremendous leader. He breaks it down. I think it was 41 different segments about he built his business, how to run your business from beginning to end. He includes all the Samson resources, all the great stuff about being with Samson, and his business plan. He's selling this class for $7.99 on the streets. For all Samson agents, it's free. Log in there now. Go to Cardinal Nest right now. Create your login. Watch the class. It is worth it. How many times do you get one of the best, if not the best realtor in all of Northern Virginia to just give a game plan like this for hours and hours about every little thing you would do? He lets you watch a whole buyer consultation on Zoom with buyers. Are you kidding me? That's tremendous stuff. If you're not doing what you want in your business and you haven't logged in and watched the 7-figure Realtor class, I don't know how to help you, because you have the number 1 realtor around giving you a whole class and say, look, watch what I do. Implement some of it. You can't be Jason. I get it. Just like when you watch Casey, you can't be Casey, but you can learn some stuff from them and how to build a business, how to structure a business, how to talk to people. Shout out to Jason. Thank you so much for that. I want to hear, reach out to me. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, but I want to hear how that class goes. I watched it all. I think it's great. So I encourage you to hop in there and do that. HQDUs, they've been wonderful. We're popping all around town. We're seeing you. We're doing great classes, great interaction with everybody, great conversations. We were in West Virginia last week. We're in Waldorf next week. Encourage you to come out and join in the fun. We're going Waldorf next week. Tyson's the week after that. Gaithersburg to start off August. Then Arlington the second week of August. Going to be great. Great one another's, connecting, networking with each other. Great classes, great conversations, especially about the commission conversations and some of these changes as they come down the pipe. Encourage you to come to an HQDU and dive in. We've also got these Why Samson breakfasts and lunches all over the place. I'd encourage you to go to joinsamson.com. We're doing about 12 a month. I mean, look at that. We're doing 3 a week somewhere. We are near you somewhere. If you want to recruit a realtor, bring them to a lunch and learn. We'll give you recruiting rewards every time you introduce somebody to Samson. We've got an in-house property management team meeting next Thursday at Tyson's. Meet our team. You can refer properties to them, get a $250 referral bonus every time you refer a property to them. I led today talking about this, but hopefully you're watching this today on Friday If you are, get out there tomorrow, 10 to 12. Maybe this is the first you've heard of it. Hopefully not. But we're going to have a great time on Saturday. We're going to pack 50,000 meals for families that need it. We're going to play some music. We're going to dance. We're going to just serve with each other. Serve with your spouses, with your family, with your friends. Bring them in. Sign them up on the nest. We have an idea of how many people are coming. But we need lots of volunteers. Many hands make the work light. And if you're watching this after Saturday, again, you missed out. But hopefully you chop in the next one. And we're going to have lots of fun, lots of social, lots of pictures, lots of video. And it's just going to be a great day. So I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. I go over the market reports during the sales meeting. Just a reminder, you can go to top resources section in the Cardinal Nest and see all those market reports in great detail. Break them down. We break them down in all the different local markets. So you can use those in your marketing or just use them in your knowledge base to talk to clients. Some other great classes coming up. This Tuesday, July 23rd, we've got the Maryland Realtor Association CEO coming to our Bowie office, going to teach a class on the new forms. This is fantastic. He's going to come there in person. We're going to live stream it. Shout out to Justin and Zach. They're going to get out there and they're going to live stream it out to everybody. So if you can't be there in person, watch it online. It's going to be super valuable. So if you can, get out there to Bowie. Eventually the room fills up. You can watch it in the hallway. Watch it with each other. They've got lots of TVs all over the place. We'll live stream it through everywhere. But I encourage you to get out. And knowledge is power. You've got to dive in and know what's going on with all these forms as we make these changes. This is just a sample schedule of, this is the actual schedule for Waldorf next week. But wanted to show you HQDUs. We're going to dive into our different resources we offer. We're going to do Q&As with Sarah and I. And we're going to do conversations about how to work with buyers, how to have commission conversations. We kind of dive into all these different avenues. You cannot come to an HQDU and not leave feeling filled up with lots more actionable items for your business tomorrow. So I'd encourage you to come out. Second quarter workshop on Thursday. This is our coaching, Samson Plus. If you loved Richard yesterday and what you saw in the commission conversations, dive in because Richard's leading our Samson Plus, leading all our coaching. Again, if you're not watching Jason's presentations, if you're not going to HQDUs, you're not going to coaching workshops, then why are you doing it, right? If you want to be successful in real estate, we're giving you these amazing opportunities to dive into, learn from it. You will leave this workshop with a much better idea how to build your business plan, what's working in your business, what's not working in your business, what should you put into your business for third and fourth quarter. Change the paradigm. If you don't like the way things are going, then you've got to grab that. You've got to grab your own route, and you've got to shape it to the way you want and change that paradigm moving forward. So second quarter workshop, Samson Plus, July 25th in the Silver Spring office. I'd encourage you to come. Coffee with Casey, Thursday the 25th. Always live in studio the last Thursday of the month. Shout out to Casey as well. Top producers all over the place, just helping you out with their knowledge. So I encourage you to come watch that in studio. Remember, we've always got our agent orientations every day, all over the place. It doesn't have to be just that you're brand new. Maybe you haven't connected about all the resources and all the things we offer, and you haven't reconnected in a while, but you're feeling like this is the time to re-engage. Get to an orientation. Our great agent experience staff will teach you about all the things you need to know and all the different ways you can dive in and build business within Samson. All right, our full calendar for next week. We've talked about most of it, but Zillow Showcase Training, great products we offer out in partnership with Zillow, Monday at 11 o'clock. KV Core Workshop in Chantilly Studio, print marketing class, virtual link online. Tuesday, Lynn Hamilton's going to teach National Harbor in the morning. Buyer consultation, how to work with buyers, how to show your value to those buyers. Our free group coaching class is virtual Tuesday at 10 o'clock. I'd encourage you to dive in there with our Samson Plus crew. At the same time, though, many of you are going to be either in Bowie with Maryland Realtor CEO or watching live stream, and encourage you to do that. Our dual career class will be Tuesday night. Lynn's going to teach a class in National Harbor for those of you that want to take the class but can't do it during the day. Lynn's nice enough to teach one at night as well. HQDU will be in Waldorf all day on Wednesday. Wednesday, we've also got a Maryland Contracts Forms and Procedures training with Cheryl. It'll be live streamed our Zoom link on the Cardinal Nest at 10 o'clock on Wednesday as well. Buyer consultation class then in Bowie. It's going to be Lynn's all over the place. National Harbor Tuesday, Bowie on Thursday. We have a mastermind group, $0 to $2 million on Thursday. I talked about that Samson Plus second quarter workshop Thursday, 10 o'clock in the Silver Spring office. Coffee with Casey we talked about. Property management meeting in Tyson's we talked about. Lynn's Master Your Marketing class, always 2:30 on Thursday, a new topic every week. Fast track commercial training on Friday mornings, always with Aladdin. I saw something online that Aladdin might have, forgotten to hit the unmute button for a little while there. So next time, if he forgets that, light him up. Make sure he knows. But Elad's doing that great training, bright and early, 8:30. You guys probably didn't get enough coffee yet to realize that he was still on mute. Contract training for G-Car and DC Friday morning at 10 o'clock. As always, Friday financing with First Heritage, Friday at 10 o'clock as well. Skyslope training with Stephanie. And then your mastermind for dual career agents is Saturday, July 27th, next Saturday at 9 o'clock. So a million classes out there. Great stuff. Would encourage you to dive in. Some really great opportunities to change the way your business is going. Great sales meeting, great commission conversation class yesterday. Next week, lots of exciting stuff with our Bowie live stream, our HQ to use. Just so many opportunities to dive in. I want to thank you all so much for continuing to support Samson Properties the way they do, continuing to recruit and refer your friends to talk to us in our recruiting team, and more importantly, using Cardinal Title Group. We can't make all of these things happen without your support of Cardinal Title Group. So thank you for continuing to do that. Please continue to use us even more and more, and we will do a great job of supporting and making you look like a rock star as you close out your business. Thank you for all you do this weekend. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. Chantilly Bible Church. We're going to pack a bunch of meals. If I don't see you tomorrow, hopefully I'll see you around our footprint with all the great stuff we have going on next week. Have a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Take care.